we win here, I'll start to genuinely believe, and in my head probably make us favourites.
Kulusevski and Saka, I want to end this debate.
If I weren't an Arsenal fan and I was just looking at this game, I wouldn't be able to look past Arsenal.
The biggest derby in a decade.
Hey everyone, welcome back to AFTV. It's the preview, it's the North London derby, and we are here at their ground. But in the only area we'd want to be, which is where the away fan centre. Cecil, you've been here. How are you feeling looking into this game?
Oh, James, nervous, definitely. It's a North London derby. You mentioned just before then, you was a little bit excited, and it's excitement and nervous energy. It's a big one. I mean, last season, we spoke about this game, and it was going to be like the biggest derby in a decade because Tottenham were going for top four, we were going for top four, and it felt like a massive one. This season, we're going for the title, and it's big for us. For them, I don't know what they're going for, maybe achieving still top four, but for us, it feels even bigger. That's why my nervous energy is a lot higher this year. It's on us. It's massively on us, and the record here is not great. We know that, but you know that slight little bit of hope where it's like it could be different this year.
You mentioned that I was saying I felt excited, and I mean it's not my overriding emotion. It's still more Tottenham away. You know, I know. Listen, history has taught me not to look forward to this fixture much, even though these are also the games that, as football fans, you do love when you're facing Man United next weekend. When we went to the Bridge and won this Tottenham game, the North London derby. These are the games you enjoy, you want to be a part of, and at the same time, cup finals, and it hurts more when you lose. But my word, does it feel amazing when you win? I think where my excitement, that little bit of excitement running through me, comes from is, it's that head versus heart thing. You know, my heart kind of, like, I believe in this team, but I know what's happened over the years. But my head, if I weren't an Arsenal fan and I was just looking at this game, I wouldn't be able to look past Arsenal. Look at the goals they've conceded at home, Tottenham. Look at the way they've been playing. You could look at so many factors and the way Arsenal have been playing and point towards an Arsenal win. But I really believe, and I know Jordan, if he's watching this, will tell you, forget that form goes out the window thing. It's a load of nonsense. But I really do believe in it. I believe you can forget everything Arsenal have done this season and everything Spurs have done to a degree, because they will have a fan base that they've got to absolutely deliver for. They'll see it as an opportunity to kickstart their season. And it's just derby day. You want to win no matter how things are going. And that's where the nerves in me comes from.
Form goes out the window. That's definitely the truth there, James. Like, listen, we've been here not in this new stadium, we've been against Tottenham versus Arsenal, and that's what happens. And yes, I'm looking forward to it, but there's always a sense of worry. We're undoubtedly playing the best football in the league right now. That's undeniable. Like, out of every team, and it's a pleasure to watch. And yes, I think we'll outplay Tottenham, but that second half, they're crucial in. If we don't get an early goal, if we don't shut them up early on, because it does get loud in there. I must say, fair play to them. Last season when I was here, it was very loud. I was like, amazing, so for those players, it'll be very intense. But I must say, if we shut them up quite straight away, get an early goal, and we know we're here because we're playing East Sunday. Undeniably, I think, like I said, we're playing the best football, and I think we can definitely outplay them. It just depends on what tactics, Conte comes with and what tactics Arteta goes with, because that second half, Tottenham we've seen it this season, they do turn up. So I do worry about it. I want to get the game done within the first half. Yeah.
Let's go through some of the match details. Obviously, we know we're away. We know it's there. I'm not going to read the capacity, slightly bigger stadium than ours, but, I imagine there was a degree of pettiness when they went. Let's add a couple extra seats in there.
All that space, but in the trophy room, exactly the same. All that space, nothing to show for it. It is what it is, man.
I'm glad I'm not coming on Sunday. 4:30 p.m. kickoff on Sunday the 15th. Of course, Manchester derby is before. In fact, it's derby week. We just saw Chelsea lose at Fulham. It is Man United hosting Manchester City. Arsenal go to Tottenham to round it all off. In the league table, we are top on 44 points. Spurs 5th on 33. Let's just have a little look at both teams' form, though. Arsenal go into this, the drop points against Newcastle, a home tie. I thought we played well. We're unfortunate in a lot of ways not to get the win, but then I thought Newcastle were deserving of a draw. But we had one at Brighton 4-2, we did beat West Ham 3-1, and we won at Wolves and Chelsea with clean sheets in those games before the World Cup. So Arsenal have been scoring goals, and generally that's not an easy run. Away at Brighton, Wolves and Chelsea, and then you've got Newcastle, and we've come out with 4 wins out of 5. That's not bad.
It's not bad. Now, you just mentioned Newcastle there, and we did drop points, but I learned a lot from that performance. It showed that
I know what you mean.
We can be resolute defending as well. Like, I know they didn't cause us too much problems, but we can try and get our goal, but defending wise, we were solid in that game. And I know we was at home, but when it comes to here, we've got to have a strong defence. Lee and Gabriel, I trust him. I know Harry Kane, he's always favourite to score, but I've had confidence of this Arsenal side know how to, stop leaking goals, and there's not been many mistakes of recent. So I'm confident in that sense. That's what that Newcastle game showed me. And like you said, we've scored goals recently. And Eddie Nketiah, I know he's going to be absolutely itching to score in this game. Because listen, all the naysayers, the doubters I speak about week in, week out of Eddie Nketiah, they keep saying, oh, wait to see what he does in the big game. Wait till the North London derby. Wait till we play against United. Wait till we play against City. I think if he gets a goal here and we win the game, that will shut up a lot of people because it's a big game. He's itching. He hasn't scored in the North London derby. He's been training so hard. I don't know if you've been seeing it. It's been floating around on social media. 2019, his body transformation, how hard he's been working to get to where he is today. I feel like he's going to be dying to score. And I think he'll get a goal. I think we'll be seeing this Sunday. I really do. I have a lot of faith in Eddie Nketiah.
I really hope so. He might also be the kind of striker you want against a team like Spurs, where if they are going to drop back into a shape, difficult to play through, you want that. Listen, he's been doing more than poaching. Let's give him a lot of credit. He's been building up, he's been running at players, he's been holding up the ball, he's done everything. But at the same time, you want that player that's just going to smell where the ball's going to land, put it in the back of the net. And I do think he's got those qualities. And if provided everything stays neutral, what I mean by that is no silly, red cards, penalties, things like that, which, listen, they do happen, especially in the away fixture in the North London derby. If Arsenal could avoid all that and play their football, chances will come for Eddie Nketiah. Let's have a look at Spurs' form. They did lose to Liverpool 2-1 at home. They then beat Leeds 4-3, although that was a very frantic game. Brentford 2-2. That was 2-0 down. They pulled it back. They've been doing that a lot this season before losing 2-0 again here against Villa, but they won 4-0 at Palace. So they've turned around a little bit. Of course, they beat Portsmouth, got that win in the FA Cup, and they're starting to find a little bit of momentum. Couple of clean sheets on the bounce. Abby herself said that they're perhaps lucky to even go in at half-time drawing against Palace, but they came out and they got the goals. And I think you just mentioned the defence need to be strong. I think more than strong, be switched on. Because at any moment, Kane can play a pass to Son or Kulusevski, or Kulusevski can beat 2-3 men and do something. If the game becomes end-to-end, back and forth, a little bit scrappy, a little bit, then it's just about who can do something in a moment. And that's where I think for all their issues, they can do something in moments because they've got a front three that can. Forgetting the form of Son, forgetting the fact that Kulusevski's only just getting back. They can do stuff.
Yeah, they really can. Listen, if you look at the both two teams, James, we have a better side. We really do, quality-wise and going forward. And let's look at Saka, for example. He's been unplayable this season, and he's a player that I love so much in the sense that he doesn't, lose his head. He's going to get rattled on Sunday. They're going to try get in his head. They're going to try and put men on him. But no matter what, he stays composed. He beats his man. He's a big threat. We have the likes of Martin Odegaard, just won Player of the Month as well. Sensational form, quality assisting. I think quality-wise, we trump Tottenham, but it is the fact that it's a derby, it's the fact that it's here. But I believe the players should be going in with full confidence, absolutely thriving for this game. And Eddie Nketiah, like I mentioned before, is going to be up for it. Want to get a goal, wanting to prove the doubters wrong, want to really make a name for himself even more in this Arsenal side. All those players, it's vital they have a good game and we pick up the win in this Sunday. But for me as a fan, I don't hate this. I think the players should be extremely confident. For me, I just worry. I think that's just because of
I'm a natural worrier. I'm sure there's Arsenal fans watching this going, God, James, come on, shake it off. It's the derby, and I get that. I think I mentally protect myself because I just trust me. When it's the North London derby at home, I'm all come on, bring it on. I love it. And most other games, but just coming to Tottenham, it's just always been. I mean, Lee made a great point. Even the Invincibles, when they won the league of White Hart Lane, they didn't win that game. But they did, obviously, and that was amazing. But it's so true. It's always difficult to play, no matter the difference in the teams. And I think it'll be another tricky one. But, I mean, sorry, just to explain a little bit more why. I mean, here's our recent head-to-head away at Spurs. We lost 3-0 last season, 2-0 the season before, 2-1 the year before that, a 1-1 draw and a 1-0 win. It was Emery who got the 1-1 draw. It was that Ramsey goal at Wembley.
I have to mention something. All them stats. Let me just mention this. You're going to hate me for this one. This is what I was told. Arsenal haven't lost against Tottenham away when they've won the league in a title-winning season.
Right.
So, there's that. I'm throwing out there.
Basically, it all gets decided Sunday.
I'm throwing it out there. Take it out as you will. Take it as you will. And I also want to mention as well, now, I don't know if Robbie's going to enjoy me saying this on air, on camera. I spoke with him. And he said, if we beat Tottenham away, if we beat them this Sunday, I believe we can win the league. I don't think he said it at all on camera. I don't know if he's happy with me even mentioning that conversation that we had. But he feels confident because of the omen here And how difficult it's been, he just believes that, it's a big mentality thing as well. And if we beat them here, we should be able to go on and push on.
You know
Even
what?
with Man City, we've still got to play and Liverpool.
You know what? I'll double down on that with him.
Go on, James! What? Is that...
I hate this guy. I will agree. I will also feel that if we come here and win...
Yep.
And he's right, the overturning, going to Stamford Bridge, playing. I know we've won a few times at the Bridge, but playing that way, beating Liverpool, those kind of things. If we come here and we win, then yeah, I mean, why not?
Wow.
City aren't doing much to convince everyone else that they're, anywhere near what they've been in previous years. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I think if we win here, I'll start to genuinely believe, and in my head, probably make us favourites.
Wow.
Mudryk looking like he's arriving. That's more firepower.
Yep.
I'll start to, for the first time, genuinely go, okay, we can do it. So we'll see. And I've always felt we can, but I mean, actually, like with chess, like we can, and I think we're going to come.
Wow, I was surprised when Robbie admitted that, and I'm surprised that you admit that. You're probably January's
a crucial month. January's a crucial month. And if we come out of that with this, it'll be 4 points out of 6 from Newcastle. If we beat United, although there's still lots of if, buts, and maybes, and lots of things that can go wrong, but if we come here and win, I think what I'm saying is I'll be feeling like this is a team that actually deserve to and can win the title. Not just, well, you're doing really well, can you do it for 38 games? I believe that they'll have the minerals to do it if they come here and win.
Wow.
So we'll see.
That is big.
I wanted to ask you about key battles. I want to put one out there immediately, sort of players to watch. I said this on another show, but I think the Romero-Xhaka one's interesting. People go, what? You're talking about a centre-back and a midfielder here. But if you look at the way Spurs set up, they drop into a back five to defend. Xhaka will like to overlap down the channels in that left side. So he's naturally going to be He's going to be naturally underlapping down the Romero side. Two players that can be quite hot-headed in games, that aren't afraid to sort of stick up for their teammates, stick up for themselves. I think that could be a very, very interesting battle.
Because Højbjerg.
Well, look, Højbjerg, I think he obviously does the work he does in that Spurs midfield, but I think he'll be more up against Zinchenko. Can he stop Zinchenko coming inside and playing? I think Xhaka Romero is an interesting one. Is there anyone else you're looking at?
I'm looking at if Kulusevski does start, and because he's come back from injury, and I know it's not a key battle because they're not defending against each other, but Kulusevski and Saka, I want to end this debate. I want Saka to just absolutely...
More of a performance battle.
Yes. I want him to really outshine everyone on the pitch and get a goal, win the game. My prediction story aligns with that, but I just want Saka to kind of shut up this Kulusevski debate. I know the Tottenham fans love him. Yes, he's a good player, but I think Saka's he's above, and I'm saying it with chess. I think he's a better player than him, and he's going to show it this Sunday. Yeah, I'm saying it with chess.
That terrifies me. All right, we're going to leave it there. Bukayo Saka was phenomenal against Newcastle. Let's hope for more of the same. Let's hope for more of what Arsenal have been doing this season, because if they can come and assert their dominance here, the way they have been against most, if not every team this season, then honestly, I think we can be excited. I'm trying not to say it, but I think Arsenal have given us reasons to feel confident going into this game. Let's get your predictions.
Oh, okay. Eddie's going to score. Saka's going to score. That's 2. And as a fan, I really want to say we're going to win, but I genuinely believe it's going to be 2-2. Like I said at the beginning, I think the players should be really excited and confident for this game. But for me as a fan and history and whatnot, 2-2. And it's a safe one for me, because if we win, my whole week, month, I'm very, very happy. But 2-2.
I'm going to go 1-1. I went for that one forever. Arsenal, I'm going to stick with it. We always struggle. We're in great form, but I do believe form goes out the window.
Does it have draw written all over it then? Because we've both gone for draws. Does it have that? No?
It has anything. It has absolutely anything written all over it. Honestly.
Could be.
When we went last season, they were scoring goals, but I don't think anyone expected us to get battered like that, because we were quite good at getting into a deep shape and able to sort of frustrate teams. We got the draw at Anfield, frustrated City for large parts of that game at the Emirates. I didn't think we'd go even with a red card and get pulled apart like that, and we did. We lost 3-0. So Spurs can do that. They've got the quality, especially in the front three. At the same time, Arsenal can tear them apart, because they've done that a few times now under Mikel Arteta. Couple 3-1s, okay, at the Emirates, but it's still 11v11. It's still the same squad, same players. Arsenal Arsenal can go and do something, so let's hope they do. But yeah, I guess we'll leave it there. Let us know your thoughts, your predictions in the comment section. How are you feeling about this game? Of course, we didn't really touch on injury news, but not much other than Gabby Jesus missing. Let's hope we can bring some players in as well after this North London derby and add to the depth. But we pretty much, unless there's any late horrible news, which we don't want, pretty much know the 11 that's going to go out there. So go out there, do the business. Come on,
boys.
Arsenal.
Come on, you Gunners.
Let's have a really derby day we can be proud of and kick on and keep chasing this league title.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.